Good day everyone, and welcome back to yet another video. And in this one I'd like to talk to you about support and resistance. Alright, some press action, but mainly about support and resistance and how to make the most out of it. Okay, support and resistance is the most basic technical analysis in trading. Like when you start trading and when you start reading about trading, the first concept you come across is support and resistance, and how to use it in your trading, and having an understanding of how it works is and can be a big plus. All right, and to it you can add some price action as well. So we're looking at this chart here of the USD CAD, a very beautiful chart, and also a trade that I took myself. The idea was uploaded on the TradingView platform, on my TradingView page. I'd like to show you before all this. Okay, so let's look at it. Boom. All right, this is what it looked like on the 30th of October. So that's like 3 days ago, or 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, this is the idea that I posted, and yeah, I said there is a possibility for this pair to revisit the previously broken strong resistance. Okay, the previously broken strong resistance. So when we look at this chart, where is the previously broken resistance? Here. All right, this zone here. This zone here was the previously broken strong resistance. Why? Because it played a resistance here. We can see here, we all know what a resistance is, right? Here and here. Look how beautifully this zone here had price. And why did I say that? Okay, why did I think that would happen? All right, so let's look at the analysis. Price was sitting right here, and it was the 30th of October. So let's go to our charts. All right, the 30th of October. I'm gonna use the replay tool. The 30th of October, right here. Okay. All right. This is where price was at on the 30th of October. Okay, before the whole trade took place, somewhere here. Okay, at 5 a.m. Okay, this is at 5 a.m. Let's exit. All right, let's exit and make sure we get it right. 30th of October, 9, 5. Yeah. Okay, but price was sitting somewhere around here. Okay, let's look at it again. Yeah, somewhere around there. We already had this green candle, but I'm failing to catch this green candle, but it's all good. This should do. Okay, so now why did I think or believe that this previously strong, this previously broken resistance will be revisited? Why did I think that? Okay, now let's look at our charts. First, when price got to this point, what happened? When price reached this resistance, this other resistance here, this also was a resistance. Why a resistance? Because it held market here, it held price here, and it held price here. You need to be able to identify these structures just by looking at it. You need to study price behavior, understand what's happening, how is price reacting, because how do you pick up these levels or these structures or these zones, these support and resistance zones? It's through price behavior. It's the way price is behaving. That's when and how you know that, okay, right here there must be a level. So when I saw these rejections here, when I saw this rejection here, okay, sorry, my hand is a bit shaky. When I saw these rejections, I could already pick up that, okay, this is a resistance. So I drew my zone. Okay, price can never be a single line. Okay, it's a whole zone to have better coverage, because we needed to cover here also, these wicks here as well. Okay, because if we drew a single line, for instance, if we drew a single line exactly at the close here, okay, exactly like this is what it would look like if we drew a single line. Okay, then we would have missed this. Okay, we would have missed this here, week here, and this small wick here as well. All right, so we covered the zone. So let's get back to it. So I saw this behavior here before price broke right through the resistance. It got rejected here once. It got rejected. All right, came back here, then found some strength and shot right through it. Then what happened? Price fell back down. Price dropped back down below below the support, because once price breaks above the resistance, this was resistance, it becomes a support. Okay, it becomes a support. So normally what we would have had is something like this: a drop here, support, and price just continue shooting, to the upward direction. But instead, it broke back down below the support. Okay, it broke this support, went back down below it, and what happened? It was going to retest it again. And now at this point, it was not a support anymore. It turned back into a resistance, because now we can see rejection, and it was going back to retest it. All right, price was going back to retest it, because we know how it works. A resistance, when price breaks above a resistance, like this here, normally what we will get is a retest of the resistance, but it's not a resistance anymore, because once price broken above it, it becomes a support. All right, when it comes back to retest, it becomes a support. So something like this, a 1, 2, 3 move like this. But instead, we did not get there. We got price crashing back down below it. So the moment price did this, automatically this area here, this zone, became a resistance again. Okay, it became a resistance again because price had broken back below it. It became a resistance. So now we could see that price now wanted to go back and retest it. Okay, so now let's see what happened. Okay, let's see what happened. Boom. Okay, first retest, and we can see there was a rejection. Right, there was a rejection. Look here, and this is on the 4-hour time frame. There was a rejection already. But then again, this is not enough. This is not enough to confirm anything. This is just the first retest. Of course, at this point here on the 4-hour, after the first retest, we had a red candle here also. Soon as it reached the resistance zone, the area, price just came crashing down. So we had to wait. Patience is very important, so we had to wait for another candle. Okay, so boom, we got a strong drop, a long crash. So one could think, man, I missed this opportunity. I should have entered when I saw this retested. But you know what? Just be patient, because most of the time price never retests. Never what you call this? Test or retest a zone, an area, a level just once. All right. But already here, my bias was bearish. Okay. From this point here. Okay. Let me show you. From this point here. From this point, let me get my tool. From this point here, my bias was bearish already. When I saw this, I had a bearish bias. I was like, you know what? Why would price come back, crashing back below this structure, and just for it to shoot again and do this again? You know, it kind of looks messy. Then again, it's possible. Okay, price does that all the time. It's possible. But you know, the more logical way of thinking would be to start looking at it from with a bare eye. Okay, look at it with the bare eye already. So my bias already from this one was bearish, but that's not the way I entered my trade. Okay, so I waited. Okay, sorry. Let's see what happened. I waited. Let's see what happened. Sorry. All right. Let's see what happened. Boom. Price went back up again and got rejected. And at this point, I entered. Okay, at this point, I entered. I had my entry. Here. Okay, and my take profit right here. My stop loss above the previous high. Like this. I was in already. My bias, of course, my bias was bearish from this point. From this point, my bias was bearish, and that's when I sent a signal. Not sent a signal, but that's when I posted my idea right here. I posted my idea right here, and I consider this a possible fake breakout because that's what I call it. Price went above, came back below, so I call it a possible fake breakout. And I already expected price to fall, and I say that we could revisit this zone here. All right, I put my stop there, my stop right above this high here. My take profit here, it was a one, okay, probably 1-to-1, and yeah, and that was it. And I watched patiently. Boom, we entered the trade. Here we almost got stopped out. Like, you know, you really have to have a strong heart when it comes to trading, because you know trading can give you a heart attack. Okay, so we went again, boom, boom, almost, boom, and yeah, we reached our take profit, and that happened quite just yesterday. Okay, that happened yesterday. Yesterday our take profit was hit. All right. And I updated the idea, and I said, well done everyone that followed this idea. Okay, 15 hours ago. So no, that was a pure price action, support and resistance trading. You need to understand those levels. Okay, this was a very strong structure, a very strong resistance in the past. Let me explain this again. This was a very strong resistance in the past because of this here, this rejection, this rejection, this rejection, this rejection, this rejection, and this rejection, and then price just shot straight through it. And you know, it's a habit of price to always come back and revisit and retest. It's a habit of price, and with time, with experience, you'll come to understand that that's what price does. It may not happen the same day, but eventually it will happen. Okay, this resistance was strongly broken on the 28th of October, so that's like what, 4 or 5 days ago, and retested on the strongly retested and broken on the 2nd of November. All right, so you just need to understand how price moves. And here we identified, like, when you open your chart, first thing you need to do is look for levels, look for zones. Support and resistance is very important. It's very basic, but then again, it plays a major, huge role if you know how to use it. All right, and if we even had to look further from this point here, we could even see like a head and shoulder kind of pattern here, a head and shoulder, something like this forming, you know, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, but that almost got us out, took us out, but you need to believe your analysis. And if by any bad luck I was taken out here, I would have re-entered. Okay, I would have re-entered right here. I would have re-entered here. I would have re-entered at this red candle at the close of this candle here. I would have re-entered, and then my stop loss would have been here above the structure. So this was it. Support and resistance. There will be more videos about this concept, more content on it, and price action as well. But yeah, get your levels right and be patient. Okay, you have to be patient. Here, like I said, when I posted the idea, my bias from this point here was bearish. From this 4-hour candle closing below the zone was bearish already, but I had to wait because price never, most of the time, okay, here the retest was once immediate. As soon as it touched here, it dropped. As soon as it touched after this green candle, it dropped. But most of the time price likes to retest like a couple of times, and that's what happened here. All right, so this was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button and comment and subscribe if you found this content useful.